The year 2021 has been one of the most active years when it comes to the entertainment industry. I mean, we've seen entertainers and the law, entertainers and international collaborations, entertainers and international charts and all of that. There's been a lot happening the year under review 2021. And you know, this show is dedicated to the fans. What the stars are doing really is not our problem. It's about what you are saying to your stars. Now, since you are reviewing some of the highlights of the year 2021, how about we do a fan favorite? So instead of fan zone, we'll do fan favorite. And I'm doing this with the guys I've been doing this with the whole year. I have Zola. Zola, I hear you have some dope portfolio, not live news. You are some apparently some country rap. Those today, say it. Say.
This is my chairman.
Say.
So apparently I'm the
apparently
I said currently I am the friends country rap for Create Niger, which seems to bring all the critics together, not only musicians, but all the critics, being an artist, like a painter, and then maybe a photographer, cinematography. Like we bring all these people under one umbrella and then project them across Africa and then they grow.
Just so you know, this guy was the guy that brought Joe Boy to me. Like he brings you big stars. And now we don't wait till you. Hey, remember the big star you don't for. Bosu, you apparently you are a youth organizer. For somebody, tell us today.
I am not a youth organizer for me. I am just me, and I happen to find myself in the events and entertainment industry, and that's me. So you can find me on Events Guide. You can find me on Showbiz Channel GH. My name is Roland. I have added report to it because I always report from the venues of events. So Roland Reports. You can find me everywhere. If you want the biggest and the latest updates on all the events.
I have been your host in the year 2021 with Fanzone, and today we are going to have the fans' favorites. Okay, gentlemen, now let's talk about something that in the year 2021 we saw a lot of. But before we do, what was your take on the industry 2021? Just 30 seconds. Tell us your take. Was it a good year for us or?
Yeah, it was. It was very interesting as well because looking at last year COVID situation brought something like a semi-shutdown to the industry because everything was at a standstill. Most of the musicians who lacked ideas were exposed because Obia can say COVID baby or not where no one two things. Because the name said, and then the name said with the presence of the online thing, you can utilize whatever creativity or creativeness in you. You can do that, and then also it made people utilize most of these online classes more.
Okay, Ro, 2021. Do you think the year was, good for artists or the industry, entertainment industry, or it wasn't?
I think 2021 has been an interesting year, especially for creatives in Ghana and around the globe. It brought lots of revelations and new ideas. Like my brother said, if people who decided not to think around the box, now we're thinking even around circles. And if you don't, we leave you behind. So yes, people did so much in the previous years, but 2021, like in your intro, creatives against the law and other stuff, I think it's been an interesting year. People achieved a lot. People wept. Yeah, so it's been an interesting year, I would say.
Okay, so let's start with the first one first. We are starting with the first part. We'll take two parts in this episode. So the first part, we are talking about fans' favorite collaborations in 2021. And my order I have here, my gentlemen will come in with their line too, and they will have to defend it to the teeth why there should be taken. So the number one here, we have Yaw Tog Stormzy remix with Stormzy featuring Kwesiatha. We have Black Sherif featuring Burna Boy. We have number 3, we have Ken Promise featuring Heady One. And we have number 4, Sefa featuring Sarkodie. Please, Zola, let me start with you. Which was your collaboration of the year? Fans' favorite?
Okay, so fans' favorite, away from what you just mentioned, mine, Yaw Tog Stormzy remix. It will be Yaw Tog Stormzy remix. In order, Yaw Tog Stormzy remix. Darlington, Sikawa remix.
Okay.
What Channel Kwame Yeko featuring Kwame Eugene.
I think I was 2020 and 2020. Okay, yeah.
And then Kwame, you got
We go back the BBC.
And then Jim Apple.
Why did you take most of my own out? Why would you put
looking at the duration of the songs and numbers? These songs are related. Talking about my list. Yaw Tog Story remix with Stormzy, which had I think 1 million views in a day, right?
Please, are you asking me? I'm not yet
Yes,
confirmed.
he had 1 million views in a day on YouTube. They're looking at the band around it and then the duration. The duration can't or might not be able to be compared to BBC or maybe Yeko featuring Kwame Eugene. But with the kind of numbers it's accumulated on the digital platforms and then also like the talkability around it.
On the streets.
And
the airwaves. Are you sure?
Yeah. So to me, sorry stands tall, like I said, in order. Darlington, Sika Befi, Yaw Tog, Freak on it for a remix, and then also BBC, Kwame Eugene, Kwame Yogurt, Channel Kwame, Darko Vibes,
David
Ojamapel as well.
Yeah. Hey, so what you said, can promise me heady one? No, I shall not make it way, sir.
No, to me.
Okay, roll.
I think I'll also go with your list, but then the Sefa featuring Sarkodie Fever. I think I would have replaced it with Miss V and Tiwa Savage.
Really?
Yes, I would have replaced it with that. My reason is that when you check all these, the list, Yaw Tog has Stormzy on it. Black Sheriff has Burna Boy. Can Promise has Heady One. Okay, forgive my Mega. So the reason why I'm saying this is that you see, we are talking about collaborations that did not only benefit the industry, like did not only benefit the artist, but the industry as a whole, because it was able to give us huge connect. Even that of Jackie and is it Umale? Yes, collaborations even it's even pending. I'm thinking of taking one out, but I don't seem to see any one that I would take out and replace it with that. So I'm just going to replace Miss V's with Sefa, and that's how I'm going to maintain my list. It's because when you check.
Well, are you looking at international bits of it, or you are looking at the collaboration, the weight of the collaboration?
To me, international and local, I think it still stands tall. Like I said, it is not a collaboration that only benefits the artist, but rather one that benefits the whole industry.
How did Tiwa Savage and Miss V's collaboration benefit the industry? Because the euphoria around it wasn't even as much as, I mean, the way we saw the Yaw Togs and
the euphoria around it wasn't that much like the other ones. But then, the kind of clocks it gave Ghana music industry out there cannot be compared to one that Kwame Eugene or Kwame Yogurt had with Kwame Eugene. No, it is not possible. It's not true. You can't argue this. Yes, because now Miss V somehow can move from Ghana to Nigeria. And
but Miss V had already had one of the biggest songs in probably Africa with Yemi Alade.
Exactly. That same way with Yaw Tog and Yaw Tog and Stormzy. Now Yaw Tog's song when he released remix with Stormzy were being played in foreign radio stations that probably you might not even have heard Ghanaian songs. We were here when people were sending videos, screen-recorded videos of radio stations playing Ghanaian songs. Why? Because of the collaboration between Yaw Tog and Stormzy. And it is true, Black Sheriff and Burna Boy is also big, especially comparing the numbers and the euphoria around it. But I would take Yaw Tog's own as number one because of where he came from, the period he found himself, the euphoria, and the numbers he was able to accumulate. In fact, it was unprecedented. As at that time, who had even chalked about 1 million views in 24 hours before? None.
No, somebody had. And this guy, what's his name? Oh, Kwame Eugene himself, Open Gates. Open Gates chucked 1 million in. Oh, sorry, what's 1 week?
Even if there was, I don't think that, or I'm not sure that the euphoria could even match up to that of what Yaw Tog had. And in fact, the original Sorry song was huge, was a monster hit. Talk of, and you know how people are even scared, some of the artists are even scared of touching a monster hit, or talk less of remixing it. It is no joke. And the moment you touch it and you don't live up to expectations, of course, you risk the song going down the drain. And he was able to do and do it well. Why? Because of the weight of Stormzy on the song. So I would take Yaw Tog's own as the fans' favorite collaboration of the year 2021.
Okay, well, I guess we'll take a break and then come and talk about the next one for today's episode.
Yeah. Nadia Messi Sameho. Nadia Messi Sameho. Nadia Messi Sameho. Abusia, my name is Pure Khan. This is OnePlay Africa, 1 year anniversary. Choke, Memko baby, Yadasa Sewati, Naokosuti, Adebia Ubiti. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. I wish you could be in the studio as I recorded this conversation. Charlie, things are happening in this industry. Trust nobody. That is the only advice for you watching in 2022. Trust nobody. And do not say you don't like an artist until you meet them. Be sure, meet them first before you can decide. Okay. Now let's talk. I think in 2021, something that was a bit predominant in the industry was artists embarking on particular projects. Whether it's a personal project or it's a project that is aimed towards socio-cultural or socio-economic development of the nation. Now, Shatta Wale, even though this was his personal app, Shatti, he launched his Shatti app, and obviously you know the economic benefit that this thing comes with, and then how fans we also reacted to it, and then Stonebwoy also started an anti-Galamsey campaign, and then he even dropped a song called The Greedy Man. And then Adina did her beautiful inside campaign, which was about fibroid and women dealing with fibroid. And she even went under the knife and how she was able to support women that way. And then Sarkodie had a creative economy with Eagle Plug, having conversations, roundtable conversations to discuss the creative economy of the Ghanaian music industry or entertainment industry. Gentlemen, let me start with you first. I tell you first. Let me start with you. Which one is your top or your biggest project?
Okay, so can I let them know that?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I think I'm going to take Shatta Wale as one.
It has to come with defense, so
yes. Of course, I will defend my arguments. And Stonebwoy's anti-Galamsey. I was actually contemplating between Stonebwoy's anti-Galamsey and Shatta Wale's Shatti.
So what tipped Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale's own above Stonebwoy's own finally?
Okay, so this is my argument. In an era where even the governments were having difficulties paying people, of course the government even fell on the private sector to support, to the extent that ministers were even campaigning people venturing into entrepreneurship. Okay, so for an artist of his caliber to propose such a deal, of course it's not something that is only going to benefit creatives, but the country as a whole.
But wait, are you looking at the year that because this thing was just launched yesterday?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. When you look at the immediate benefit, probably you might sweep it under the carpet.
Not the immediate benefits. We are looking at the whole 2021 year under review.
And I make a say, when you look at the time it was brought up, okay, you might sweep it under the carpet. But when you see the vision that this thing has for the whole country, not only the creative
but the thing is, the vision hasn't even materialized 1% in 2021. So how is it the biggest project in 2021 for you?
Then you've not followed after the launch. That's what I would say. Because for a project which was launched about a few weeks ago to accumulate close to 20,000 people, then you should know the impact of what.
In what sense?
20,000 people have already downloaded the app.
Are they using the app?
Of course.
How many people have you seen? Oh, I picked a Shazzy app or have you seen a picture? Because I'm actually checking the hashtag. How many EV cars are out for people to
That is the mistake you do until you try it. Probably you might not see the impact. Do you have the Shazzy app?
I don't.
You
because
don't.
I feel like I'll get a driver.
Do you have the Shazzy app? Yes, you feel like, but
do you have the Shazzy app?
Yes, I do.
Have you picked a car before?
Once.
Where did you go?
Yes, you know that is how
I know the kind of car you
Yeah. You tell me that I've seen that before.
that's why I'm saying this. Okay. So when you look at the whole vision surrounding this, of course you understand. That's why I'm saying that. The sad thing is that we are not dealing with your feelings because you said no, you feel probably you might not get a car. Why? Because
no, it's not about my feelings. It's about what is on the table.
What is on the table, and you base that on your feelings.
No, I'm saying that I have not even checking the Shazzy hashtag. I've been trying to see somebody at least even post a picture that I have downloaded, I have picked. You don't see that. All you see is Shatta Wale posting. And in fact, the launch of the thing was to me a bit too low. The pre-hype was high, but the day of the events have now everyone said fellow kaka fully they could have got pictures back.
Yango.
And then I mean say what me here Nana Bana but the
Yango has been in the system for quite some time.
Yes, it has.
Same as Bolt, same as Uber.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw any of these three rise trend on social media?
Oh, Uber trended recently. Uber, when the Akufo-Addo Red Sea issue came, Uber trended.
Yes, it did not trend because probably people were picking the app. People were picking rice. It trended because something had happened in connection to that.
So why did Shazzy trend in connection with that?
Yes, you are saying that probably you did not see so many hashtags of Shazzy online.
No, I'm not saying I don't see hashtags. I'm saying that I searched the hashtag, but I did not see people. The hashtag is there, it trends, but you do not see people actually giving empirical evidence of using the app.
Very good. Same way, I have not in recent time. I have not seen people taking Bolt or Uber in recent times.
Also,
I haven't.
I'm thinking about.
No. Wait. No, let me land. I'm saying that I've not seen people taking Uber or Bolt. I'm saying that I don't remember the last time somebody picked Uber or Bolt and took a picture of him or herself in a boat and posted it on social media.
Before I got to him, those who were complaining, the reason Uber was trending was because they were ordering the Uber and they were not getting because Uber people were going on strike. Let me move to this one. I get why he's your number one. I get it.
No, it looks as if you still want to.
What number 5? So that what is your coming again?
To me, it will be very difficult for me to even list them in acronyms or something like that.
Okay.
Because
okay,
all these things, it's like we, the fans, or maybe we, the creatives people or music lovers, always chastising these people for not giving back to the society. And looking at all these projects, it's like they are doing what they are supposed to do to give back to the society.
Can I ask about the Sarkodie one? First of all, the Sarkodie one was not open to us. It was specific for people, and even after that, we still don't know what ensued. So how was that given back to us?
Okay, so like you just said, the Sarkodie project wasn't open. It was for specific people. So we should just wait for those people to come and say, okay, after this meeting, this and that and that. And then we've not seen the impact of whatever.
Yeah, so it cannot be
so for now,
the year 2021 because the year 2021.
If that is
that should be,
it shouldn't even be.
Then we can say to all those you listed with the Stoneboy Antigua and say thing also.
No, we can't take Adina out. Adina's 5-boy thing is something a potential backed on. Help women in the year under review.
Also help.
Yeah.
For how many days?
No, wait. You cannot judge the impact of the project like that because of trending.
When I started my Shazzy argument, you were asking me, you were telling me you did not see hashtag. But 10,000 people have been employed.
When you started your Shazzy,
Yes,
so like I'm saying, we shouldn't even look at the trending side of it. Trending is just for the social media agenda boys. But you see, we should look at the positive impact these things have on the youth. You understand? Sarkodie doing that economic thing with video show some kind of empowerment with the people that went on board. Stonewall doing this anti-gang thing should tell you the government or the nation has tried fighting this guy same thing for a very long time, which we needed someone like Stonewall's voice or maybe someone from our creative space voice to add up. He did that. Adina doing the fibroid thing, good. Shatta Wale doing this thing is good because we have some kind of transport crisis when like during this festive era. We don't say Uber crack will be taxi. Understand? So I think that we should just look at the positive side of this and then to that training side away.
Okay, so pick your 5 favorite projects. Just pick.
Like I said, it will be very difficult for me to do that.
You pick your
no,
shots.
for me, it will be very difficult for me to do that.
Okay.
Trust me, because all have a role to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you wanted to add something to the Shaxi conversation?
Yes, so what I'm going to say is I'm just going to shout out to Stoneboy because I think that the anti-Galamsey also stands too.
Okay.
Yes, aside the Shaxi, because this is something that the nation has been trying to fight for long. I recently visited Mopa, that is after Pra, and you should see the Pra River. I say that for that river to come back to life again, they will have to sack everybody from Central region and leave that for over 200 years before we can come back to life.
Okay, I would also tip Adina's fibroid campaign. It's a big deal, it's a big problem for women, and for somebody to be actively involved in making sure that some of the women know what is right and what is not right. I hope for that. Alright, thanks for watching, and please let me also know which one was your biggest collaboration and which one was your biggest project, and please add defense. Somebody's playing 5. You see how it's going. You
No,
don't have a
but
job.
so are you not playing 5?
I am wrapping up. So if you drop anything, you better add defense because people will be under coming to attack you as we did with today's gentleman. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had a great 2021.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.